From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And the guys on the other side of the ball know they'll have to be on their toes. And it's obviously not just the passing, but the running element that makes them dangerous. He ran for over 100 yards in that game last week. So keeping him contained will be a big emphasis for this defense.
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now it's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
29. That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And that'll be incomplete. Here's second and 10. In motion right is Smith. Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall. He's into space past the 25. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
And all the way down to the 26. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And it's straight. It's Pacheco. Down to the 25. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 12 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series.
And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Fields.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones on the stop.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They got to be consistent.
Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Now Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Fields.
That is caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
It's a gain of 10.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him. And I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Jets, first down.
They'll run with Hall.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Hall again. And this time he's in for a Jets touchdown.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, And we get a seal here. And we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But let's have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Got a man over the middle, Worthy.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. Here's second and 7.
Mahomes pass complete to Xavier Worthy.
Mahomes to throw once more. They'll go screen here to Hunt. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up third and 5.
Now Mahomes.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And the Jets set to take the field.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a first and 10. They'll give the Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And a completion to Wilson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they go to work on a first and goal.
Here's Fields. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
Now Fields on third and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. Discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rice. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42.
That's good.
Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
1st and 10.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw.
And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes now to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Michael Dana
6 yards loss.
in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Butker's kick here is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fields hit and the ball is loose. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Butker's kick here is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back on it?
There he goes, left side. Breece Hall, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and a defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Xavier Worthy set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker try on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shakes off the sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
And his throw here is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Fields now to throw. Throw left sideline there, but it's incomplete. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt.
Bates' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. KC's offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Michael Dana. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Caught. It's Wilson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Delgado. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
They'll drop this off to Pacheco.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's a gain 2. That's good for a Kansas City.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught by Rice. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. Clock running as he's brought down, but now you can't spike it. It's 4th down. So halftime straight ahead. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Brown with a stick skills.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Mahomes.
6-yard line.
To the left side, completion to Rice. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 26.
That's good for a Kansas City.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Delgado. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards.
Mahomes to throw once more.
He'll try and do this himself.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 23-yard run.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, But now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
Mahomes will throw for it.
That's caught. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game.
31. Chiefs 17.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Fields going to run.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's a gain of 6.
Partner, those are back-to-back 6-yard runs, and if they're going to continue to get those types of plays, shoot, you just keep running the same stuff, don't you?
That was 1st and 10 and 2nd and 4. Now 1st and 10 again. And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
A fake there on the Jets sweep as it's Fields off play action. Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hall again.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Now it's Fields. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
That's good for a Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in the dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll set up the screen to Smith. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I should just say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it up.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Justin Fields.
His third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Mahomes now to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Mahomes going to throw.
Running the slant. Gray with it.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rice.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Kansas
Now here's
City
Mahomes.
Chiefs.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down behind the line of
He
scrimmage.
winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll try to pick it up himself.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Delgado. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there.
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jets.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brashard Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Brown with a stick skills. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 36, Mahomes looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal.
And again, it's Mahomes. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Michael Dana getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
And that is incomplete.
Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Back to throw now on first down. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw here.
He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Working from the gun. Mahomes. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. There's a time to stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long.
Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It's a gain of 8.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. Mahomes will do it himself. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Not going to understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Chiefs, 38.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays.
Well, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Nick Bolton.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now that brings brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Fields now to throw.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Rashard Smith. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead.
Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And bulldozing his way through.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:23 to play. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10.
A quick throw caught by Rice. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the 29-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice. A big play looming on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Mahomes going to throw.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And he is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Quinnen Williams in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Looking for Gray, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes looking for Gray and finding him once again.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
13 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44.
Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
First down.
Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Delgado.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Mahomes.
Over the middle complete. It's Delgado.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes to throw it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
The Chiefs.
yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
It's complete, and they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the
Now a
pickup.
timeout called
It's
for
second
by the
and 8.
defense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it.
It's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.